And this is where the people who kidnap children without the laws they need work and pretty much spend 40 hours a week. This is where Jazzy Smith works, the woman who removed my child without any law whatsoever that allows her to do it from a daycare center or a school, because the laws only say you can remove a child from their home. So, yeah, she's a kidnapper. But we're just watching to see which kidnappers come in and out of this office. Many of them do. Oh, it's too hard. Gross. Take that. Just waiting for people. We're just going to count the number of car seats that come through. That means infants that were stolen and are being forced into illegal adoptions. Hello. I'm just waiting for an infant count. See how many kidnapped babies walk into this building today. Well, they wouldn't be walking because they're babies, but stolen babies anyway. Let's see if Jazzy Smith is here. Jazzy Smith is the person who works here, who is a social worker. Waiting to count the number of car seats that come to the front door, pretty much. And to see my kid, but I haven't seen my kid in like a year. I haven't seen either of my kids in a year. Because I put them on YouTube, so they won't let me see my kids at all. So I just come out here and see them instead. And just watch them. You know. Watch how many kids they're forcing into illegal adoptions. It's always fun to alert the public. Of their crimes. Bellevue CPS office. Child Protective Services office in Bellevue, Washington. Yes. Mm-hmm. No. I haven't seen my kids in a year. They don't let me see my kids. Pretty soon they'll run away. They're almost old enough to do it. I'm gonna destroy CPS, like literally. I'm too old to not destroy them. I'm like 45. My existence, I'm not getting a 401k because of these punk ass motherfuckers. And every time I walk in here, they kick me out anyway, so I can't go in, but I can sit out here and record them. They're kidnappers. I hope this isn't a handicap spot. I didn't see a handicap sign. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just like, on days that I'm not working, I come out here and just record pretty much. Expose them and their crimes. I am super crazy. You have no idea. I am beyond crazy. I am a monster. They made me. They made me. And I love doing this. I absolutely love destroying their social life. It makes me excited and happy, and I would ask for nothing else in the world but to do this. I love destroying them publicly. Absolutely love it. It makes me feel better than anything in the world. Kind of like they feel about keeping my kids from me. I feel that way about destroying their social life and career. Oh, one dirty drug screen 5 years ago from my medication. That's why. One single solitary dirty drug screen from my medication that I was on called labetalol while I was pregnant. And they flipped out like they have jurisdiction over a fetus, which they do not, and took my 5-year-old kid for one dirty drug screen. And I gave my baby up for adoption, but they still took my 5-year-old. So, and now that baby is 5 and my 5-year-old is 10. So, yeah. And they gave her back for 2 years and then came back and took her again. So, yeah. Yeah, they're crooks. And a trial return home is only supposed to last 6 months under federal and state law, but they made it go 2 years. I didn't even go to court after a while because I thought the case was closed. And it was not closed. They were still going to court without me. But I sued them like 40 times, so I'm still suing them every day. I sued the district court judge 2 days ago. Yeah, they're crooks, man. And right now, the reason why I can't see my kids right now is because they're mad they're on YouTube pretty much. That's the only reason. They're so mad that this channel exists, that the hearings on this channel exist, that they refuse to let me see my kids. Even the appeals court judges are sticking up for them because they're allowing them to continue doing this. They're criminals. I think they're just mad because it's their voice on here. It's not really even me. I mean, I do talk on a few videos, but most of the trial is them talking. So why would they be so mad? I don't get it. What did they say that was so wrong? I can't get any closer, or basically the security guy will kick me out. Oh, can't get anybody's face either. I'm trying not to accidentally do that. Oh, the kids inside are probably not having fun. They're with. See what happens when kids go to foster care is they go with a bunch of strangers. So it's like putting a bunch of, like, you know, when you put puppies of the opposite sex in the same room, even if they're brother and sister, right? What happens? They're puppies, right? Okay, so that's what foster homes are. Foster homes are like little like molestation fests because all the kids aren't related. So, and they like that. They think it's funny. And that's why I sue them on repeat. I don't know where my kids are, but they know that when they get home and they tell me where they are, whoever they're with, they're going to get sued no matter what. So it don't matter. It's only a matter of time. If I know your name, you're getting sued, period. No matter what. It's also the welfare office, so that's why you hear that. It doesn't help any being the welfare office and the CPS office. But this is like the richest city in Washington, and yeah, they even kidnap kids here, big time. Bellevue is where Microsoft is, and they don't kidnap no Microsoft kids, that's for sure. Only people on a government assistance. Yeah. Oh, darn it. Oh, gotta put the phone down. Sorry, there's people I don't want to get their face on accident. Oh my God, isn't it? No, but I'm eating this. Oh my God, you're gonna freak out when you see what I'm eating. It was $2 at grocery outlet. Tell me that's not the shit. The large size too, $1.99. Isn't that amazing? Oops, there's people again. I can't show you these people. Sorry. Oh. Okay, I'll put the phone up in a minute. There's just people right there. I can't put their face on. But yeah, I got these at grocery outlet. They are the bomb. They're filled with like creamy frosting or something. There's still people right there. Hold on. Okay, they're going inside. Okay. This isn't very exciting, is it? Oh, the teenagers, they don't care about teenagers. That's the thing. All they focus on is babies. When teenagers are being hurt, they don't give a shit. They don't help teenagers at all. And that's why they're so fucking corrupt. They're baby snatchers. They take advantage of people who won't remember what happened to them, pretty much. kids, you know. I think that's sad. They you know, basically discriminate based on age because the younger the better, and they're hoping that you don't remember your biological parents. They pray you don't remember your biological parents, and that's why they take them so young. Oops, there's another person. I can't get his face. Okay. I'm waiting for Jazzy Smith. That's who I really want to see. I don't know where she is. She was the social worker who signed the dependency petition or whatever the hell that thing is called. But last time I was here, I was escorted out, and they called security on me, and I was like screaming, and yeah, it was pretty bad. Kids are hard to have. Oh, my name is Opioid Organ Harvest because my son was murdered by the government, by the U.S. government, who manufactures fentanyl and distributes it to young people. And basically, they do it for organs. And he died from fentanyl. And when he died, he was dead for 2 hours, and they revived him anyway. So the paramedics revived him for an hour, and they basically were just trying to steal his organs. That's what they were trying to do. But I didn't know that. I thought that he would probably live. So I let they asked me, they're like, do you want to let him go or do you want to keep him alive? But nobody told me that he was already dead for 2 hours. So I was like, keep him alive, I guess, but they knew he was already dead. And so they got mad at me for not pulling the plug, and but I kept him alive under the assumption that he was like he had just fallen. I thought he had just fallen. I didn't know. So nobody, the doctors didn't tell me, nobody told me anything. So I didn't find out till like months later that he was dead for 2 hours before they revived him. And so that's when I knew that they were just trying to steal his organs. So I said, that's fucked up, and I didn't know that until it was too late. And by the time, because there is such thing as a person being like 1% alive, it's possible. I mean, he stayed alive for a long time, like only a heartbeat and nothing else. Like his eyes would flicker, but he was not, like, he was dead basically, but only his heart was beating. And that went on for 6 months, and it was torture. And because I wouldn't pull the plug, they did little weird stuff to me when I went there. Like, because only when I went there would he have these massive seizures. Like, they would start to take his medication down or whatever. They would do things so that I would react. And it was like an intentional weird torture, because I guess because I didn't pull the plug or whatever, and because they wanted his organs, and they should have never revived him. They should have left him alone. That's disrespectful to mess with people that are dead, you know. So, like, in my firm belief that opioids were created for organ procurement in the United States, and probably everywhere else too. I think the government basically deals fentanyl, and that's my honest to God thought process. And I did not know how deadly it was until my son died. But he was dead, face down on the floor for 2 hours, on the ground, downtown Seattle, on the sidewalk where it's illegal to sleep, for 2 hours. And 40 buses passed by his dead body, and nobody called 911. Not one person. Someone walking by was who found my son. And they said that his head was not even touching the ground, but he was face down dead. And I was like, how's that even possible? He was like leaned over like a piece of like a cement block that was raised up on the sidewalk, and he was dead. But they revived him anyway, and they did CPR for an hour. And I'm like, an hour of fucking CPR? At what point are you hanging out with a dead person? That's an hour of CPR. I mean, that's a long time to do CPR. Leave him alone. Like, what the fuck? But the thing with it is, they don't want to you know, uh, charge people with controlled substance homicide, so that so they revive him, and they say, well, we'll just pretend like he didn't die, and we'll just pretend like he just fell down. I knew he was dead when I saw him. You know, I knew it, and they still try to trick me into believing that he could possibly live. I don't know why they would do that. It was so stupid. And so, of course, me being a mom with a halfway dying son, I believed him, and I kept him alive like a dumbass. And I should have known it was torture. It was like 6 months of pure torture. He eventually died, of course, because he was never alive. You can't come back from the dead. Nobody can. There's no way in the world that could ever happen. And if they would have told me that he was already dead, then I would have. But these fucking idiots. So that's why the name of the page is Opioid Organ Harvest, because I just want to bring awareness to the fact that it's all for organs, and it's not just oh my god, we don't know where it's from. The doctors fucking probably deal it out the back of the hospital. The government makes fentanyl and they distribute it for organs, period. It's made to kill at $2 a pop. China's not making no money. No other country is making no money off of that shit. The only country that's making money is the United States from death, basically. You know, and plus they're getting kids too. They're getting all kinds of kids from fentanyl for adoption, you know. So that's a given. That's going to happen no matter what. You know. But they always find a way. I think honestly they make all drugs, to be honest with you. But because the only people that can profit from, you know, drugs being distributed is the government through cheap prison labor, adoption, and fucking organs. Period. There's no other agency that can profit from the distribution of narcotics but the government. Period. So that means they made it. Why wouldn't they? I don't know. They control everything. It's unheard of what they control. They pretend like they don't, but they definitely do. Exactly. Yeah. You know what's crazy is I think that I think that when he came back, when he was revived or whatever, it wasn't even him. It was somebody else, because he looked at me confused, like his eyes would open, but he would never cry. And so I thought, how do you not remember your mom? You know, but they say that your memory gets wiped out after 9 minutes of being dead. Like your whole memory of your life is gone. There's no way it could ever come back. So that even if they did revive him that long after, he's not going to come back the same person. He's going to come back a completely different person. But during the time that he was in the hospital and we asked him to blink, he actually blinked. So he knew the word blink, obviously. Or maybe they were just blinking at him. I don't know if they were blinking at him. But they did tell him to blink, and he did blink a lot. And he was like basically trying to say, I'm here, you know? And so if he knows the word blink, then maybe he didn't forget everything. Maybe, you know, and I just think, God, to just be on the ground for that long dying and nobody helps you. Like, I mean, people make mistakes. My son wasn't a perfect person. He was a thief. He was you know, he was a crook or whatever, but he wasn't like a big time, you know, bad dope dealer or nothing. He was just a kid, you know, just experimenting with at the wrong time with the wrong thing. He didn't deserve to die. Nobody does that shit to die. You know, it's the government. They trick these kids into thinking that they can actually do it as a drug. You know, you can't. It's a poison. You're gonna die. It's just, you can pretty much smoke anything and die, really. It's not, you know, smoke is just bad in general. But there's a lot of people coming, so I gotta put this camera down because they're gonna sue me one day. Oh, face blur thing. Okay. How long have I been here? That's a long time. Yeah, but when they finally they cremated him, and I wanted him to be buried so bad, I didn't want him cremated. You know, I just couldn't. You just, when someone dies that's really close to you, and they say that they're gonna cremate him, dude, you're gonna flip out. Just the thought of it will make you fucking go nuts. Like, what do you mean you're gonna cremate him? You know what they do now? They keep the bone fragments of the person when they cremate him, and it's like, and they wanted me to have it, and I'm like, I just wanted to fucking punch him in the throat. Like, what did you just say? Why would you even do that to my son? I couldn't believe it. Like, if I ever get rich, I'm gonna like give all my money to like a funeral home to give people proper burials and not cremations anymore. Like, everybody. Like, that's what I'm gonna give everybody money for. Because it's not right. It's like, I couldn't understand why anyone would want. I'm sorry. I love my son too much. I can't even think of him being cremated. Just the thought of it makes me go nuts, you know? I just don't understand it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. But there's a security guy. He's probably coming for me. Fuck, I can't show his face. Yep, he's looking. Oh fuck, he's gonna get me. He's coming. He's walking. Oh, fuck. He's coming. He's gonna tell me to leave. Hold on. Yep, he's definitely gonna probably tell me to leave. Yeah, cremation is fucking horrible. It's fucking... Man, it's... When you have someone that close to you and they tell you that their body's not gonna exist anymore in like an hour, dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna go apeshit. You're gonna go nuts. And you're not gonna be able to control it. That's the thing about with death. You like... It's an uncontrollable feeling of terror that makes you angry at everybody, and you're gonna want to hurt people, and it's bad. It's it's almost like the death just rubbed off on you a little bit, And I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't even deal with it. I just let his dad deal with it because I can't deal with it. I wasn't there when he died because I'd probably punch somebody in the face just because they're there. Like, just out of anger, I don't know. I can't handle, nobody can handle death, when it happens to you, to someone that close to you. You don't know yourself until someone dies close to you. Then yourself will come out and you'll be like, what? I didn't think I was capable of that. Anger is no joke. But, yeah, he was 21 years old. But he was taken from me 3 times in his life. When he was 3 months old, when he was 6 years old, and when he was 17 years old. My son was. And every time they did it with the wrong laws. And basically, yeah, they were never even permitted to do it by law, basically. It was just a bunch of bullshit. But I was so traumatized back then, I wouldn't pay attention to the laws or anything. I just did what they said, like a dumbass. I will never do that again. I used to sign the orders and everything. I will never be that stupid again. Fuck no. But I did. I was in my 20s. I didn't know what else to do. But they took him from me 3 times, and they basically terrorized him. He was raped in foster care by a 16-year-old boy, when he was 6 years old. And he didn't remember it until he was 19. Either that or he didn't want to tell anybody. I think he probably didn't want to tell anybody because when boys are raped by boys, it's kind of harder for them to, say it to other people. And I think for a long time he just kept it to himself. But it traumatized him, and he resulted in basically doing any drug imaginable that he could get his hands on. It wasn't just, fentanyl. He would do anything that would make him feel like anything but himself. That was self-medicating. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know who all these people are. The sun's coming out now, and they're going to be able to see me because the sun's coming out. So I'm going to have to leave soon, because once they see me, it's over. Fucking sun, why are you here? My dog is with me. Say hi, Lola. Say hi. No, you gotta sit, though. This is pretty unexciting. I didn't think I'd probably have to block out people's faces, so going live is pretty difficult if you have to be around other people that you don't have their consent to record. Isn't she funny looking? Her nails are so long. I gotta cut her nails. She just bites her nails all day. I'm scared to cut them. You need to sit down right now. All right, guys, this is pretty unexciting. I should just go in there and just ask where Jazzy Smith is, just to see. But I'm just gonna get kicked out. Yeah, I'm telling you, my life is a movie. Like a big, long, extended, bad Lifetime movie. A really bad one. But I feel like I have to say something now because I'm getting too old. Like, don't wait till you're too old to do the drastic shit. You gotta do it now. Because nobody's gonna care when you start talking when you're old. They're gonna say, "Oh, it's just that old lady talking shit again." Like, if I would have had the guts to do it when I was younger, I would have put them on YouTube a long time ago. But I never thought of it. I never thought I didn't want to embarrass my kids, and because kids, in school, could you imagine they get clowned if their mom was on fucking YouTube with CPS or something. So it's like I never did it, but now I'm like, I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have done it on day one. They deserve to be a fucking uh, a definite permanent channel and warning sign. But these people hate my God so bad. Even the judge hates me. I don't care. I hate her too. But 3 days before my son died, I put him out because fucking dumbass CPS told me to. Because I kept arguing with him about, him being on fentanyl and saying, get out because you're gonna make them take my kids from me because I had my two other kids with me, and they didn't stop bugging me. They kept bugging me and asking me where he was and asking me why he's there or whatever. And so I put him out. And I remember the day he came home and he said, "Mom, I need a coat because I'm cold." And he was crying at my door, and I should have never, ever, ever, ever told him to leave. I told him to leave because I was scared of the CPS. And then 3 days later, he was gone. And he went downtown, right where he always goes downtown, but where people die at. Yeah, the judge is a fucking bitch. But they told me to put my son out, and I did. And then he died. And then, I never blamed myself before. I mean, I did blame myself before. Like, I always used to be kind of weary about maybe it is my fault. But now that it's over with and my son is dead and everything's over and done, I know these bitches did this to me. Like, I'm the fucking victim. Are you serious? They had no right ever talking to me, period. The police can't just go talk to random people. You better have a fucking court order, bitch. Like, they can't just talk to random people like that. But they were harassing me like for years with nothing. So like, no, they can't do that. And so you have to come back outside of the box and see yourself from the outside, and then you'll see that you're the victim. But until you do that, you're stuck in that zone where you think you maybe should do what they say or whatever. Don't be in that zone. I was in that zone for years, and I felt guilty, like it was my fault. It is not your fault. These people are mentally retarded, okay? They want to lose their jobs. They want all this. I think they just love drama. Like, they do. I mean, if I was on YouTube and I would just give up. I would just give up. Like, fuck it. Here's your kid back. Sorry, my bad. But you want to drag it on for now? Now you got a life sentence on YouTube. I mean, God. I mean, it would have been easy to just leave me alone, but they want to make it difficult because they think that I actually give a fuck. I don't. My son is dead. I don't care. That's the worst they could do, was terrorize him all his short life and then basically tell me to put him out when they knew he was on fentanyl and they knew I was trying to save his life. Now, this lady's blasting her music next to me. It's not me, by the way. But yeah, they're fucking. I should never put them out. They're fucking snakes. Oh, there's a security guy again. I can't record his face. He's really looking at my car right now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, he's coming. Fuck. I'm pretending like I'm on the phone, like looking at the phone, but I don't know if he can even see me, but gosh, he's nosy. He can't tell me to get off my phone or leave, can he? Probably. Right. Yeah, no, you know what though? They'll come to my window and be like, are you waiting for somebody? What are you doing here? Because in this parking lot, you can only be here if you like walk into the building at least, and I didn't walk in yet, so he could probably just tell me to. But he walked to the back. I don't know where he went, but he left. Yeah, this place is ghetto. I don't know what this lady's over there doing. Oh, well, you guys, I'm gonna go because he's walking behind me now. I would show you, but if I show his face on camera, he'll sue me. I see him. Well, I've been here for 36 minutes, so. I'm gonna go home now, you guys. It's been real. I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I'll be at the next. I'm actually going to the. Where am I going tomorrow? I'm going to the Kent CPS office tomorrow. So that's going to be a 40-minute drive. So I will be back live tomorrow. I know, right? No, but I sue everybody though. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. You know, if you show people's faces and you don't have permission from them or whatever, they could try to be like, get you in trouble or whatever. He's probably wondering, where is she? I'm not here. I'm leaving. All right, back to the fort. Back to the drawing board. It's been real, guys. I'll be back.